All right, we are going to stretch shoulders. All right, so I'm going to do an explanation first, and then we'll go through a little sequence. So first of all, I want you to make sure that you've got a band. Okay, so with the band, we are going to be warming up the shoulders. So if you don't have a band, use a towel. Coming with the band, we're going to be moving backwards and forwards. Now, as the time progresses and you start to find this a bit easier, I want you to move in on the band to make it a bit harder. Okay, so you might get to a point when you first start that your shoulder gets a bit stuck. Okay, so obviously that's tight for me, but the idea is that you're pulling the band out. So we're going to stretch the shoulder backwards and forwards. Remember, there is no right way. It is just learning how your body's moving and what's working for that. So first we're going backwards and forwards. All right, then I want you to be stretching to one side, just moving it around and seeing how it feels. All right, so that's our first one. Okay, then we're going to come onto the ground. Okay, so we're coming onto the ground. We're going to be doing thread the needle to stretch your shoulder. So from here, I'm threading my arm through. All right, my bum is in the air. I'm going to use this hand here to push against the ground. And the more that I push against the ground, I'm going to be pushing my chest up to the sky. Okay, so I want you to hold this for at least 30 seconds. Okay, and then each time I want you to keep pushing up and change to the other side. Again, pushing your body weight up, pushing your chest up to the sky. Using this hand here to push against that. Now I'm going to tell you 30 seconds, but if you can hold it for longer, if you have the time to do so, please do, okay? Because the longer you hold it, the better. From here, we are going to try to open that back up a little bit more. So I'm going to push. Just practice on pushing my chest all the way to the ground. Okay, so chest, not your lower back, so just push your chest down. And as we're coming down, you're squeezing those shoulder blades together. All right, so we want to be doing this for about at least 30 seconds, if not more. And then from here, we're going to do shoulder circles. So arms are straight, you're coming into these circles. Now we want to do 30 seconds to a minute or so on each side, forward and back. Okay, so all the way. And this part of your arm we want to keep straight. Okay, so we're coming up and around, and it might feel really awkward and clunky as you're first doing it, but it's okay. It's because it's not used to having to work in that way. So I'm really clunky forward. I'm all right backwards, but forwards I'm a bit clunky, so that's something that I'm going to be working on. Okay, so we want to go forwards and backwards. Next, we are going to do our stretch with our weights. Okay, so you need to grab a weight. And this one. Okay, so I'd start off with a light weight. You can start off with no weight or a light weight, just depending on how your shoulder is. But what we want to do with this, it's about the mobility. So we can do it with no weight. I've got my hand up. I'm moving around here, coming this way, coming up. Okay, so see, we want the shoulder is this ball and socket joint, and we want it to be able to move both ways. Okay, so I started off with 3 kilos. Now I can do it with 7 kilos, and I've progressed quite quickly through doing this every day. All right, so do not, if you hear it clunking, you feel it clunking in your shoulder, that will go away. It's just because it's just getting used to having to move in a different way, but this will really bulletproof your shoulders. Okay, so from here we're going to try 10 on each side. Okay, so from here we're going across your body, around, all the way down, and open back up. Going back this way to here, behind, and then opening back up. Okay, around, open, answer the phone, behind, open up again. So like I said, 10 each side. Okay, so changing to the other side, cross your body, around, opening up, this way, answer the phone, behind and around, go again, open up again. Remember, we want to try, we don't want to be swinging a lot as we're doing this because it's about control of the shoulder. And I want you to see within the month how much you would have improved. Okay, so remember, don't start lifting a heavy weight if it's hurting. Start off light, get the movement right first. Okay, so get the movement right first, start off really light. Okay, so the more that we can stretch out the shoulders, okay, stretch out the shoulders this way, stretch through our back. So here's a rhomboid stretch. Okay, so reaching up. So from here, I just move around as to where I'm tight. And so this is stretching through my upper back. And then lastly, you want to just give your chest a bit of a stretch, because a lot of times with our work and everything else, we're all bent over. So you come over to a pole or a door, lean one leg forward and open up this way, okay? Try both sides. And see how that feels, because it's all related. So we need to open this up, stretch and strengthen the back, and get the shoulder used to working. I'm really excited to see how we go. Make sure you let me know your progress.